The D.C. Council could be poised to overturn Initiative 77, a contentious measure approved by voters in the June primary which would mandate employers to pay the standard minimum wage to employees who rely on tips to supplement their pay. Think Stock, Washington. Advocates who pushed for the raise of the tipped minimum wage in the district are promising political consequences for council members if they repeal Initiative 77. The ballot initiative passed by voters last month would directly affect the paychecks of tipped workers, such as food servers and bartenders. Last week, a majority of the D.C. Council unveiled legislation to overturn the measure. They will face a huge backlash if they repeal this, said Diana Ramirez, who leads D.C.'s Restaurant Opportunities Center, a group that advocates for restaurant employees. The voters are going to remember, Ramirez said, these council members are going to have to deal with their constituents not being happy with them. Currently, employers can pay their tipped workers an hourly minimum wage of $3.89. Under Initiative 77, business owners would need to raise that dramatically, reaching a minimum of $15 an hour by 2025. I understand that the voters passed Initiative 77, and I do not take this lightly, said Councilmember Brandon Todd. However, I believe that a policy shift of this magnitude requires deliberation that is more nuanced than a simple yes or no vote. Supporters of Initiative 77 claim it will guarantee that tipped workers receive a fair wage. Those who oppose the measure have voiced concerns about restaurants having to cut jobs or go out of business due to rising operating costs. Too much is at stake to forego a more thoughtful discussion on alternatives, Todd said. But advocates, such as Ramirez, say the council repealing a measure that was passed by the voters would be an assault on the democratic process. We are going to turn out as many groups and allies as we can to let the council know, you don't get to overturn the will of the people, Ramirez said. Council members are gone for their summer recess, but will return to work in the fall. Like WTOP on Facebook and follow at Top on Twitter to engage in conversation about this article and others. Copyright 2018 WTOP. All rights reserved. This website is not intended for users located within the European Economic Area.